One of my favorite ICT trading concepts is TGIF strategy. This stands for Thank God It's Friday. In this video, I will be teaching you the Thank God It's Friday trading strategy taught by the Inner Circle Trader. We will go through it step by step using real live price action. Why should you listen to me at all? Well, I make $30,000 to $60,000 a month from trading. Some of that comes from trader funding, some of that comes from scalping Bitcoin as well. I consider myself an expert in ICT concepts. I have watched all of his content. I have mastered every single concept he teaches, and I am the best price action analysis that trades today. You may think that is a little presumptuous to say, but I don't know anyone that is able to predict the market like I do, and I would challenge you to find me someone that does. But we have to keep in mind that, that might not be the scenario that plays out. There's another scenario where it goes lower into this gap and continues downward. But I think, thank God it's Friday, is in play for tomorrow. I really do. I think that's an amazing opportunity. I would look for like a trend day up tomorrow. Okay, so as you guys heard in my live stream, I clearly called for it to take place, and as you see in the video, it does take place, and I made a lot of money from it, and my hope is that I can teach you how to make a lot of money from it too. Alright guys, I have been predicting that we will be having a TGIF setup form since early Wednesday. I'm going to break down to you how I was able to predict that. So thank God it's Friday it's not as complicated as people make it, to be honest with you guys. It's really pretty simple if you like zoom out and look at the weekly profile here. So for the first thing to realize is that this setup only exists if the market has completed its goal, right? So if you think about an algorithm and understanding that it's been programmed to redeliver to a certain price point. So this setup is only going to work when it has redelivered to that certain price point. All right. So earlier in the video, you called for me. I called for it to be Thank God It's Friday setup. We are now ripping up. When I said that, we were 40 points lower. This is NASDAQ. This is not replay. This is a take profit account, risk on trade here. So now that I've shown you, I have the ability to call this ahead of time because you probably weren't in my Discord live stream when I called this 48 hours ahead of time. So let me break it down to you guys step by step here. All right. So as always, I'm going to be teaching it a little bit different than everyone else does. If you don't like that, you can go ahead and leave the video right now, but I promise you, you will find more value from it than not. Okay, so we are going to identify if the downside objective for price has been reached. If price has been going up all week, you're going to want to look to the upside as well. Okay, so what does that actually mean? What does step one actually mean? Identify if the downside objective for price has been reached. What is an objective? What could it possibly be? So there's a whole gang of PD arrays. But as I told you in the beginning, I'm going to shortcut this for you guys and teach you the real reasons for why price is retracing and what it might be an objective for this algorithm. So regular trading hour gaps. If a regular trading hour gap has been filled, which is the difference in price between the close of the New York session and then when it opens again, the following opening New York session, the price difference between those, it creates a gap in price. And that's which actually has caused the TGIF to be set up today. And that's how I was able to predict it. Inefficiency in price delivery. So an aggressive price action that was not fairly delivered the first time. This can be known as a SIBI or busy. It is multiple candles in a row. It is and can be a singular fair value gap, but very unlikely. It's more likely to be a set of candles in a row. So let's go ahead and check that out. Money, baby. Money. Let's go to an hour chart here. Now, if we zoom out, I have it on regular trading hours. So what does that mean? Some of you guys are new to this. If you're new to gaps, I just put out a really in-depth video on it. You guys should check that out. It's probably the best one out that I made the best video, so there's no other video that's gonna break down all the different gaps for you than the one I just made. But if you go down here, see how it says RTH? Click that. Boom. See how much different it is? This is just showing the regular trading hour gap. So this matters because NASDAQ is in fact a basket of stocks. What do stocks trade on? The New York Stock Exchange. What hours do the New York Stock Exchange trade on? New York session hours. So that's why this matters. These gaps have to be filled and they will always be filled. You barely ever see any that don't get filled at some point. So let's go to a 4-hour chart here. Now we're just going to go ahead and mark off this gap here. A lot of people had no idea why it was retracing down. I started calling for this 2 weeks ago, something like that, because we knew that this gap was here. Up here, once we had this gap down here, I said it's definitely going here. So let's now put it on electronic trading hours. Have a look here. So where is Monday? I like to use this indicator for this. Boom. Okay, so now you can see the sessions. Each blue session is the New York session. We have the orange is the Asia, and then the pink is the pre-market. So here is Monday of this week, right? So what has price been doing? Price has been aggressively going down. There was a secondary gap right in this area here that it filled. And then now, if this is the reason why price is going down, right? We can say this gap, this here, it has completed its objective, right? So getting that money, I'm going to go ahead and scale out one contract here. Boom, money. Okay, so I also was aware of this right here, which would be a SIBI or busy, whatever you guys want to call it, from this candle's high to this candle's low. So this also needed to be filled in, right? And then we have a balanced area here, which will act as support for price when it dips down into it. So let's go ahead and put a line on the balanced area there. Boom, perfect. We have our balanced area. We have our inefficiency, and this is an inefficiency because from this point, sellers did not get a chance to sell for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't usually share this publicly, but anytime there's more than 3 candles in a row, be redelivered too. Check it out, see for yourself. You'll be kind of mind blown. So this is Thursday, right? So Thursday comes down, fills the gap, fills in our inefficiency in price, and then goes to half back. So it is redelivered price. It has repaired this poor delivery up through here. That was poor delivery. That was right here. So yeah, it has checked. It has redelivered price. Its objective is complete for the week. Step 2 to the Thank God It's Friday setup by ICT. Identify the weekly range. We're going to use a higher time frame chart to identify the high and the highest high and the lowest low of the weekly range, which would be Sunday night until now. Determine the 20 and 30% levels of the weekly range using Fibonacci retracement levels. These will be our targets. I think price is going much higher than that. Let's go ahead and do this. So as you guys can see, like, I'm not an ICT hater, right? I believe this setup is solid and I will trade it. I like it. It's good. I'll give them credits all day for this is a badass setup. But I will not endorse a setup I do not believe in. I'm not a fanboy like that. I don't believe in that. I've never taken anyone's word for their word. I do what I see that works, and I hope you guys do the same. Don't just believe my word for it. Don't just take it and be like, yeah, Jared says it works, so it must work. No, go in there and see if it works. Like, if I'm wrong, tell me. But don't just say, yeah, because he said it works, or ICT said it because that must make it work. Test it for yourself and see. The things that you'll hear me say about ICT concepts suck. And I know they suck because I've thoroughly tested them. So, yeah, so I think Thank God Friday is a badass setup and I like it. So that's why I'm teaching it. Okay. So like I said in the beginning of the video, I think price is going higher than this, but here are our 20 and 30% retracement levels right here. So you can see price definitely had a reaction at that level there. It definitely rejected at that level for a second there. So that it definitely is interesting. So there, the bottom one is the 20 and 30. In a normal situation, if it didn't have such a large weekly range, like this weekly range is 1,200, 1,300 points. That's a lot for a week in Nasdaq. That's quite a bit of points. Um, Beautiful though, right? Like it's a beautiful setup playing out. There is an area up here I think it could reject at. We take this here, boom. I do think we could see a rejection at this area. All right, so step 3 here is going to be entering trade management. Ideal setup on this day would have been this power of 3 here. If you look at it from a straight ICT perspective, which I'll do an ICT perspective, how an ICT trader would have entered it. I'll explain it to you guys because I know a lot of you guys are ICT traders, like pure ICT traders. So I will entertain this for a second here. Okay, so another thing you guys gotta understand is I'm like an expert in ICT concepts. Just because I don't trade them now doesn't mean I don't understand every single aspect of the concept. I'm obsessive and I got really obsessed with ICT concepts for a really long time. So I understand every last little detail of his concepts. Okay. I'm going to be teaching it like an ICT person here. I'm going to be doing a replay, which I haven't done this in so long, but it's okay. It's not really my style now, but just like an ICT dude, I will show you after the fact trading. Okay, so what do we have here? We have equal lows, right? Beautiful. Now, we should expect that price to attack the liquidity. Okay, so this is what ICT traders would do. They would look for the liquidity to be attacked. Um, and yeah, and then they would look for some kind of turtle soup or fair value gap, breaker block, mitigation block below it. Let's go ahead and look here and see if we can identify any that are within reason. We do have a mitigation block here that I definitely do think is interesting. I think that could be a possible one. There's a fair value gap here. That could be another one. And they're going to look for an OTE retracement here. So let's go ahead and pull up a fib. Okay, so here's a Fibonacci from this low. I chose this low because this is the Asia session low. All right. So now they would be looking for probably, I would say that this fair value gap here to be filled. If I was an when I was an ICT trader, I would have been looking for this fair value gap here. Okay, and then OTE is right in this area here. So anywhere from like below here to in down here is gold. Above here is premium. You don't want to be buying in premium, even though I did today, but that's beside the point. Okay, let's go forward here. So the two possible thing and one other thing to consider is this is the power of 3 candle, and the orange line there's the midnight opening. So power of 3 on a bullish day, you don't want to be entering below the midnight opening. So there actually is a lot of confluence here, which is what I say about ICT concepts. If you add up confluences with confluences with confluences, the setups are all right. Like they actually are decent. But if you don't do that, then it becomes really problematic. All right, so here we are at the New York opening, and this is like a Judas swing. You should expect a false move here at the New York opening. Okay, so there is your mitigation block touch there. Boom. That would be a good entry, like a solid entry there. You're below the midnight opening. You have your mitigation block. It's actually really solid. And you got your fair value gap below. You could use as support as well. Let's go ahead and drop down here and have a look and see what's actually taking place. Let's rewind this. Okay, so as an IC2 trader, you'd be expecting that those equal lows would be attacked. It's on the 1 minute now. So you're looking for price to go below the midnight opening into our mitigation block there, or our fair value gap below there. Midnight opening is right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off the chart though. A little bit distracting. And there we go. Now this should clean it up. So it is now 9:40 a.m. We have our equal lows right there. Let's make those red. Our midnight opening, our mitigation block, our fair value gap. Price is getting close. So there's your touch of your midnight opening. There's a dip into your mitigation block. You could buy there. Wait for a little bit of reaction. Go ahead and buy. You place your stop loss. I don't know, like below the fair value gap, I guess. I don't really know. I don't trade. I haven't traded this way in a little bit, so it's a little bit. I don't know. I don't trade this way because of this. You'll see here right now because of how much risk I'd have to take on. It's not very precise per se. So now, yeah, you're touching to your top of your mitigation block, which is good. You have your run of your equal lows, good. I would scale out here for sure and take profits here. Sell one. I would exit well before it came back into here, but it's a broadening formation. So then price dips down, touches all the way into and past the liquidity by 18, 20 points. And then now it's starting to curl up. So I would definitely add on here. There's your mitigation block. Never came into the fair value gap. You can definitely move your stop loss up now below there, but you're still having to risk a lot of money. A little bit of choppiness here, and then price comes all the way back down again. It's a broadening formation, that's why. Okay, so we get stopped out. Price disrespects the mitigation block. You could definitely scaled out there, re-added. It's a mitigation, it's a broadening formation though. If you look higher highs, lower lows, after 3 touches, it becomes trash. So 1, 2, 3, and this is when it's gonna break out of it. You could use this as like a breaker here and re-enter if you wanted to. So let's go ahead and enter on this breaker. And we're going to put our stop at the low of the breaker block. Really choppy here in the beginning of the morning. All right, and then price takes off. You can scale out. Hold for that 20 to 30% level, which is right at this high here. There it is. Bada bing, bada boom, $5,000, even with the stop out. All right, now let's go through how I would have done it. So let's look at how I entered this morning though. Right before I started this video. I literally started this video right before I entered. And I'll keep it real with you guys. It didn't take much skill to enter for me here. All I did, this is going to be shocking to you guys. All I did is connect this to there. I saw this retrace down and respect it to the tick. I went ahead and entered long right there. Stop went halfway through this wick because I knew if it was going to need to keep retracing at that wick right there, should stop that from continuing downward. Not too complicated, right? Just keep it very simple. If you understand how trend lines actually work, that 4 out of 5 touches will work, and then the 5th fails, you know that you can start counting here. So you got 1. I know that's only a second time, so I know it's going to continue here. And then if you go like this, there's like a wider one, but you connect these two there. Bada boom, you got a new one formed from here to here. So how many touches here? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fails. And then it will start a new one if it's really bullish, which is what it's doing. It's working off a higher time frame chart. So that is the thank God it's Friday. It's very simple, guys. It's way overcomplicated. Just make sure you're looking for an inefficiency or a RTH gap to be filled. If you want to learn more about gaps, you can check in the right-hand corner right now. I'll put a video up there for you guys to watch. All right, I have a Discord, guys. A lot of you guys asked for a long time for me to get one. I kept saying no. I finally broke and got one. So here it is, guys. It is Market Masters. We be killing it, guys. The level 3 server, 17 boost. Obviously, my people like it or they wouldn't be boosting it. That's more boost than Top Step has on their server, so, um, we're killing it. So, I live stream Sunday through Thursday, sometimes Friday during the afternoon, but calling out trades live, killing it together, we making money together, and this is the free chat, that's not the paid ones right, here. Be killing it, guys. So here's me breaking down, hey, Market Masters, as predicted, last night, TGIF in play today. So this was about 3 hours ago. So you see it's a very active chat. So here is me trading last night. A lot of call outs here, but it's not just me in the chat. That's the main thing. I have my market masters here, which are traders that I have personally taught, and I know that they view price the same way I do. So, just killing it, man. Like, look last night. Look at this. Boom. Just straight killing it. We had a stream where we made, let's check here. I can't remember exactly how many points I made. We tracked the streams, how much money we make on streams. The goal is 20 points. So we made on the 25th, we made 50 points profit. And then target hit, how many points? Yes, 68 points. So where I said price would go, it ended up going 68 more points. So total, just on that day, it was like 118 points. So here is our, so yesterday on stream, we made $940. That's just a stream. And then after stream, obviously, we had the call outs in the chat. But the call outs aren't the point, guys. I'm just mentioning them to show you that I'm actually trading. Like, it's not just a BS Discord where I'm not actually doing anything. You're not going to see any courses. You're not going to see anything else other than live trading and live price action, okay? I believe you guys actually learning to learn in the moment while price is moving, right? Okay, so the dude said, bro, I love how you make sure everyone eats. Nobody else is doing this. Mofo is delusional and just not trying if they're not making money here. I think that comment speaks to what I'm trying to do. And this comment made me really happy that he recognizes what I'm actually trying to do. So if you guys are interested in joining my Discord, I'll put the link in the description. I'm not going to allow everybody to join forever. So once it gets too full and the chat becomes overwhelming when I'm streaming is when I'll shut it down and stop accepting new people. I am a funded trader with several funding companies. If you're interested in getting funded, you got to check out my website, guys. The best discounts in the game, period. And then the companies that I have on my website, which if we go to verified trader funding discounts, I guarantee these companies. So that means if you use my discount code and or the link, and for some reason the company will not pay you out and you follow their rules, I will step in and pay you out. I did it with Apex, like went all like haywire all of a sudden out of nowhere. I paid out several people. I didn't realize that they'll still get a payout. They just have to trade more days. Unfortunately, a couple guys just straight blocked me, took my money and blocked me after I I did them a favor. All I did was like email them, say, hey, if you trade for another 10 days, you'll get your payout back. If you happen to do that and get the payout, I ask that you please give me my money back. And two of the dudes blocked me. One of the dudes actually kept trading and actually paid me back. Really solid dude. So the other guys, though, they're just douchebags. So if you're watching this, you know who you guys are. Give me my money back, man. And if you try to trade and you haven't blown up the account, fine, keep it. But if you traded those 10 days and you got a second payout, you got my payout that I paid you and that payout, you got some bad karma coming your way, man. When someone's doing you a solid like that, you don't do them dirty. Not cool, man. But all these companies on here I trust. Take Profit Trader, I think, is the #1 company here. 2 times in the last 7 days, I passed an evaluation, got my funded account. That day made $5,000-$6,000. Was able to get that withdrawal that same day. Second time was within 12 hours, guys. I passed the evaluation, got the funded account, and then got the payout 12 hours after getting the account, which is insane. So yeah. All right, so there goes price, guys. This video should really help you because you guys see how it works, right? I broke it down 100% for you. There's no questions should be left to ask. I showed you how you could enter, even did it the ICT way. I broke down what you should be looking for. It's just mainly looking for a far away inefficiency or gap, seeing that being filled, and then you get a bullish reaction towards the end of the day. I forgot to mention that. So something I forgot to mention here, which we should go over real quick, is see how price viciously bounced here on Thursday, came back, and then it held this. So it came back and held this low right here. That's bullish. And then it went up all night. A very bullish price action here. Very bullish. So hopefully I see you guys in the charts trading with me. Because you guys watch until the very end, I'm going to hook you up with the giveaway. All right, the giveaway is 2 free 50K Bullnox evaluations. So all you have to do to get the code for the free evaluations is like this video, and then you're going to comment below and answer this question. What are your trading goals for the next month in your trading? So to answer this, you need to answer it using the following sentence. In my trading, my goals for the next month are, and then finish the sentence. And then sign up for my newsletter. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do that. So if you go to my website here, which I will put the link in the description, you go ahead and click right here. Don't push subscribe here. Click here. And then scroll down and right here. If you've already done this before and you're subscribed to my newsletter, just do it again. So that way I know that you entered into the giveaway. You won't get a second email. It'll just boot out your old one. So you're going to go ahead and enter your email. It only takes a second. You just enter it and push subscribe, and that's it. There's nothing else to do. That's it. So you do that, and that will get you into the giveaway. Appreciate you guys watching till the end. You are my peeps. And hopefully I see you guys in the chat. And then I will be announcing the winners of the giveaway on the 15th. And if you have won a previous giveaway and you have not gotten the code, maybe you emailed me, I didn't get back to you. There was a mix-up with me getting my code stolen. That's another dude that did me dirty. You guys better stop doing me dirty. Man, I'm out here trying to help you guys. You guys are fucking me over. It's not cool. I keep doing that. I'm not going to help anymore. Straight up. So I had my code stolen. I must have shown them on stream, or someone realized they were in order. Anyways, they stole them. So then it was like a pain to get the codes. I'm still trying to get more codes from them. But if anything, if they won't give me the codes, I will send you guys $20, $30 on Cash App, PayPal, or crypto. But I'm pretty sure they're going to give me the codes. But anyways, it's just been in pain since then, trying to work out how to get the codes. I got the next batch, and then this batch, there's a little bit of confusion going on. So, yeah, make sure you guys know the 14th, watch out for the live stream that I'll be doing the giveaways on. Alrighty, guys, that's it.